Again, it's Williams. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches. Impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Third and short yardage. Vick out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
They will indeed go for it. Vick, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Vick with a give to Sanders. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. 2nd down, Vick, and this is going to be incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and now it's 3rd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Vick. Throw outside, complete to Sharp. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And as a result, possession switches hands. Vick will look to throw on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeMarcus Ware in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage.
Vick on 2nd down. Over the middle, and that's taken in by the tight end, Clark. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and forever. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. And taken right at the 35. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold it.
He trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Well, we'll see what his offense can do.
Right 20! Right 20!
Back now in Atlanta. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw, Vic. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That goes for a gain of 31.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there, for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a change-up in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the change-up, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
I know the defenders are getting up off the ground, heaving a sigh of relief. They just held Barry Sanders to a -yard run. But Barry holds the NFL record for more.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Barry Sanders, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Lions take advantage of the turnover to put up 6. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Gold now out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And now back out comes the offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Here's Michael Vick. And he checks this one down to Williams. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now a 2nd down throw for Vick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
Pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Man open, Rice. Still shedding tackles. And all the way down to the 29. Vick and Rice hook up for a big one. 46 yards. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
Alpha. Eagle. Lion. 300.
Back to throw. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to lead to a third down. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
They begin the drive with Williams. Now defensively here, we're going to get a timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll run with Barry Sanders. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Now a stoppage here. We'll get another timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. The Lions on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Another run with Sanders. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. 5 seconds, 4 seconds.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass.
If the squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Yeah. Hey. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Hey. Hey. Same squad. Drop top, coupe, dodge, raindrops. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Same squad. Drop top, coupe, dodge, raindrops. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Same squad. Cross move quick like AI. Chain shine bright like daytime. Stack big bread like waist high. I don't do lanes. Little watch out like 2 chains. I done swerved in a new lane. Bang at the crit, do things. I came up, who I was down with. You change up, stay far from around me. I came up, who I was down with. You change up, stay far.
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
The veteran kicker, Robbie Gould, set to get us started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Eagle, eagle. Lion, lion, lion. 300, 300.
On 1st and 10, here's Vick, escaping the pressure right. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
How about that, taking a deep shot on the first play of the game, obviously wanting to set a tone by pushing the ball downfield, just came up incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Eagle, eagle. Eagle, eagle.
A 2nd down throw for Vick. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Randy Moss, 75 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Gould able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gould now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down, Vick. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Eagle, eagle. Up. Right 90. Right 20. Right 20.
On 2nd down, Vick again. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here.
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And here now the offense heading back out there. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. Vic readies to throw. He completes it to Julio Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. Good throw there to start this second possession. Maybe help erase the memory of the interception he threw first possession.
Yeah, I think a lot of the time now there's a communication between the head coach, offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach. All right, we're going to get him settled. It's not easy after you've thrown a pick six. You might want to just run the football, but I think in most cases you want to give him easy throws that he's comfortable with to get him going again. And it's not necessarily just throwing 1 or 2 yards. What throws does he like to make? Give him a couple of those and get him going.
Definitely looked like one he was comfortable with on the last throw. A gain of 6 there on first.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Throwing, Vic. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Von Miller in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. On third down, Vic. It's caught. Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give him a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The first carry now for Ricky Williams. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's Vic. And they're waving pressure too much. Down he goes. And Reed in there to get him for a loss of 5.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. 3rd and long for Vic. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when, and he told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Double, double, double. Eagle, eagle. Right 20. 190. Hey, let's go block you now. Space 24.
From the shotgun, it's Vic. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And it's third down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They just get the play off. Now Vic. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the pickup. And that's going to make it 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Fourth down, Vic. His pass caught at the 4. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Julio Jones. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. Gold with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Gold now out to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And they will be backed up deep as they'll have to start the drive from the 6-yard line.
Anytime you field a kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Eagle. Orange.
Second down, Vic. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right. And got his man complete. The 40, 20, 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Randy.
On the front page, headlines. I took prescription in Dior frame. Sunshine. I had the vision back in 12th grade that I'd be killing with Dr. Dre. I never wanted to ever be over. I'm out of Philly, I thought it'd be colder. I might need a chauffeur. Check out my jiggy, check out my now
swimming through the process, and you can't see me on the likeness. You can proceed with precaution, give the proceeds to my God kids. Hold on my conscience, same my pop is. Lame when the pop get drop kick by drop kick. Why you gotta lie to me so much, babe? You tell me the same that you told what's his name. If it don't work out, I go back to hustling. Couple 100,000 up in my mother's name. Peace, what peace? Talking about don't shoot, tell that to police. Scared and underprepared, I can see. Promise I'ma get them comments before I decease. I never wanted to ever be over. I'm out of Philly, I thought it'd be colder. I might need a chauffeur. Check out my chicky, check out my now who are you? I don't know what you do. I don't know you short a few. Oh no, hold up. Come on, out the jaw, come on. Now who are you? I don't know what you do. I don't know you short a few. Oh no.
Hey, Pete, let it ride out.
Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. Happy to be with you. And, CD, as we get this thing going, give the folks at home something to keep their eye on.
The running game for both teams, because I think this is going to be an old-fashioned, old-school type of a game. Physical, who wins up front, who runs the ball the best and controls the clock, they will come out the victor.
The veteran kicker, Robbie Gould, set to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
All right, here we go.
To throw on second down is Young. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Here's Steve Young on second down. He gets it to Gurley, complete. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
It'll be Young again. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. 3-19.
From the gun, Steve Young is going to flip one out here to his running back. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7. And just like that, it's third down.
Detroit! Detroit!
Young working out of the gun. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Rice. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. Young will lead the offense up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Out of the gun, it's Young. This is caught, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney.
Young takes it on the sneak, and he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, give him credit. That's a good, solid game there on the sneak because it all comes together. Enough space.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Ricky Williams punching it in from a yard away. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Vic operating on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there. 54 yards.
Similar to a slant, it's all about timing when you're throwing a crossing route. Quarterback and receiver have to be in sync, and when they put it on them just right and catch it full speed, running through a defense, can often result in a big pickup of yardage.
Vic will look to throw on 1st down. That's going to be caught. And he'll be out of bounds. 23 yards on the play. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond as you just noted.
He's going to get it running right. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Ricky Williams, a 5-yard touchdown run. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Call it an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
It's Young on 1st down. To fire deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big play, Young to Moss. 52 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. 1st and 10, Young. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jerry Rice, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he checks this one down to Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. 1:59 to go in the first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Vic on 2nd and 10. And a first hookup with his veteran tight end, Dallas Clark. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Vic. And going deep for Hill. This is caught. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 48 yards. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A first down throw for Young. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The second down throw for Steve Young, incomplete. The Niners on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. From the shotgun, it's Young. Cooper's got him. And he'll be brought down, but a tip of the cap on the spin move as that gives him a first down. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. First down, Young. He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Delaney Walker, 59 yards. And the 49ers have moved out in front. Gold with the extra point, and that'll make this a 6-point game. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the gun, Vic. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. First down, Vic. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And Gold is able to put it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know They're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
That's it for the first half. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier, and he'll take this back down inside the 20. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
No gain on the play there. Second down. On second down, Young. Over the middle, complete. It's Rice. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
There goes Jerry Rice again, racking up catches in bunches. His 1,549 catches, a whopping 224 more than the next closest guy. The great Tony Gonzalez, a terrific tight end.
They'll give it to him up the middle. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
But you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
All right, here we go.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. And Gold is able to put it through, and that'll make this a 7-point game. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. Space to maneuver at the 40 and all the way out to the 46. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. Vic now throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll make it a second down. From the shotgun, it's Vic. Throwing left side, he's got Clark complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Vic to throw it, and down he goes. The 49ers get there. Deion Sanders in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. And that is going to be incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10. Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end. Another carry now for Gurley. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait, because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. A big play on the